So it's the run-up to Blackpool 2023. It promises to be the biggest Blackpool ever. And this week I have been interviewing the movers and shakers that are going to be in and around the dealer hall and talking to them about their newest tricks, their newest ideas, and what we can expect when we head over into the Winter Gardens. Now, today, I'm actually with an amazing guy. His name is iNFiNiTi. If you don't know him, incredible performer, creator, but also a key part of Saturn Magic. And every year that Saturn are at the Blackpool Magic Convention, they bring it, and they bring it big time. And they've always got a ton of stuff coming out. So I knew when I was doing these interviews, I had to include Saturn. Luckily, even though those guys are super busy trying to get everything put together, Mark was able to find some time to sit down with me. So I want to introduce iNFiNiTi. How you doing, buddy? You okay?
I'm great, Craig. Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to showcase our Blackpool products on behalf of Saturn.
No problem, man. You're more than welcome.
Pleasure. I'll just introduce myself. So I'm Mark, commonly known as the other Mark from Saturn. You've got Mark Traversoni as myself. I'm more behind the scenes, working on product development, trailers, that kind of thing. I'm also Saturn's workhorse. What that means is when people bring a product to us to develop and bring out, I'm the guy that gets it. I'm the guy that goes out and works it before release, which brings us on to the first thing, which I've been working non-stop, the Apex wallet. Now, this wallet, it launched last night. So depending on when this video goes out, it might be a few days old. It got a worldwide launch from Murphy's. I know what you're thinking. Does the world need another wallet? Well, the answer to that question is yes, because Murphy's have almost sold out and it's been less than 24 hours. The good news is Saturn, I'm very confident Saturn are going to have a supply at Blackpool. It officially releases 2 days before Blackpool, but the only way to guarantee that you can get one of these is to pre-order and you can collect on the day. But right, let's go into the Apex wallet. This is from Thomas Seeley. This wallet, it's minimalistic. It does absolutely everything. Let me run through all of the features. First of all, really slim, minimalist, can be used as an everyday wallet. Now, Mark T did a really in-depth video on his Facebook page, but I'm going to go into it very quickly. What is the wallet? It's a wallet that lets you peek, load, and switch like a god. Let me show you. So first of all, what are the functions? You've got a card to wallet,
okay,
inside zipper compartment.
Nice.
That is standard. Okay.
Yep.
You've
That's
also
good.
got the option to do card in sealed envelope inside the main section. So again, I'll just demonstrate. It goes just into here, just like this. You get a slide with it, and that is now inside the middle of the wallet. So you can pull out, that would be sealed, your sealed envelope with your spectators' signed cards. So it knocks both off, card to wallet, card to sealed envelope. On top of that, this is one of my favorite features. It does ring or coin in sealed envelope. And when we say envelope, this thing takes normal everyday envelopes. It does take your magician's envelopes as well, but finally we've got a wallet here that has been designed. These are just cheap ones from the stationery shop, as long as you get the right size, but we advise on what size. Have a look at this. It's the easiest loading ring inside envelope ever, because it comes with this beautiful tube. All you do is you take your envelope, put the holding tube inside, you shove the envelope with the tube into the wallet like that, pull your tube out. Now, this in performance goes in your back pocket or your inside jacket pocket. It's the easiest load ever. Spectators ring, boom, comes out. And the lip system stops the envelope being pulled out. Now, that is in a sealed envelope. Give it a little squeeze in the envelope seals because you put rubber cement on it. That is in a sealed envelope inside the zipper compartment.
Wow.
That open, and there you go. You've got your spectators ring or coin. Let me go further. My favorite feature of the whole wallet is Craig, this is a game changer. It's the middle section of the wallet, which is a magnetic lock-in two-way compartment. So think Quiver, but think of Quiver on steroids. For me, this overtakes Quiver now, and I love Quiver. Why? Simply because of the amount of space you've got in this thing. So that is actually 2 compartments. It doesn't work on the tab principle like Quiver. It's a magnetic lock-in. So let me show you. So you can take your wallet. Let's load it with a something you want to switch to. So the beautiful thing is the loading compartment takes full size playing cards. So this is one of my business cards. It goes into my wallet just like that. And then you can open it to show it completely empty. You can take a full size card, no folding. The spectator can put the card into the wallet like that's a blank card, give it a little shake, and you've transformed the full card into another one. Sweet. And Craig, look, the magnetic locking system keeps it in place. Mark T did an experiment on his live last night. You can fit 10 playing cards in each side.
Wow.
Not that you ever need to do that. Means you could literally switch 10 playing cards. Not that you'd ever want to do that. But the things you can get in this, you can get chocolate coins, you can get balloons, you can get silks, you can get sponges. In terms of a switching wallet, it's the pure size of this thing, Craig.
Yeah,
it's and the magnetic lock-in on it is just awesome.
That's great.
What else? It's also got a peak. It's got a peak built into the front here, which has a lever. Now, I've actually taken my peak out because I use this section of the wallet for something completely different, which I come to on the tutorial. But basically, if you want to see how good the peak is, look at the trailer and look at Mark T's Facebook video, okay? But it's got a peak as well. I think I've ran through the things. But this middle section, Craig, it can even be used as a one-way forcing bag.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine on the spot getting a load of people to write down things on billets. They all put them in your wallet. In this action of just shaking them like this, you've now done the switch for all of your billets. So this is the Apex wallet. As I said, it's a wallet that pretty much covers everything. Tom Seeley, the creator, is building up a little bit of a name for himself now, and he has spent 2 years of his life working on this. He wanted to do a minimalistic wallet that does absolutely everything other than a fire wallet. And I actually put that to him. I was like, Tom, can't we squeeze a fire wallet in there? But no, this does everything. Apex wallet, it's a worldwide Murphy's release. It's on a pre-order right now, Craig.
That's great. I mean, that's
any questions about it from her?
Well, I mean, yeah, a couple. So first of all, I see it there in brown. Is it in other colors, or is it?
It is. It's about. This is my version. I prefer the brown, but it's available in black as well. I know that the browns have gone crazy for some reason. The Murphys are already sold out of brown ones. I know that Saturn have got supply, but it's just something really nice about the brown, isn't there? Can you see that?
Yeah, it's really nice.
It really looks like something that you'd find in the bullring market. This external design where you've got enough to put your cards in. You've got a load of card slots. You've got one there. You can use the peak to put stuff in. You can have a rainbow card in the front. You've got these 2 massive switching components to put your money in. You can literally fit whatever you want in there. It's just a case of what you want to use the wallet for.
Yeah. So and how long's the tutorial that comes with it? Has it got lots of? I imagine with you guys,
Craig, we took a leaf out of your book. All right, not quite 12 hours, but 3 hours.
Oh, great! That's awesome.
So we've got Thomas Seeley, the creator. He rushes through all of the features. For the people that are used to wallets, Tom Seeley goes through, and then we've got me and Mark in the studio breaking everything down in ridiculous detail for the amateurs and the hobbyists who perhaps this is their first wallet. Perhaps they've never done a card loading envelope, or perhaps they've never done a ring-in envelope. So we really go into minute detail, but there's also a quick section if people just want to buy the wallet and get up and ready to go straight away.
That's great. That's amazing. Really, really, really good.
Saturn always wanted to do a wallet, and this is it. It's another wallet on the market, but it really does combine everything into one, and everything is just so beautiful. The loading systems, I don't think you'll find an easier ring loader than this into a sealed envelope in a switcher.
Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good.
So just look at that in your back pocket. Out.
Job done. Job done. Yeah, job done.
Yeah. So that's the Apex wallet. Any more questions before we move on to the next release?
No, I mean,
I'm going really fast here.
You've set the bar high. I don't know how you're going to even be able to reach that with anything else. That's very
Yeah,
good.
so think of this as more as a utility tool that can be used in pretty much everything. So let's move on to some more Saturn tricks.
Okay.
Here's one from Dave Williams and Nathaniel Elsey. Now, this is a little book. It's pocket size, it goes with you. And this was heavily inspired by John Morton's The Baby Book.
Okay.
Which was that big book. No, not big, it was hard. So what this is, it looks like something that you buy from the works. It's an ESP testing kit that you can buy. It's got a barcode on, so it looks like you've bought it from a shop. You go home, and the idea is you can test people to see if they've got ESP. So what does that mean? Well, you get your spectator to flick to any page in the book. They can either choose the cards. There's 3 tests essentially on each double page. They can choose the cards, they can choose the pictures, and they can choose the symbols at the bottom. Now you'll notice that one of each is highlighted green on each and every page. So you hand your spectator, they can go to any page, they can go to any test. They read out either the symbols, the cards, or the pictures, and you play it like, I'm going to try and pick up which one is highlighted, which is the odd one out, which one's the green one. And when they spill them all out, you know instantly which one is green. It's not the odd one out principle, but it's very, very simple. There is absolutely no memory work whatsoever, apart from remembering the method. So as soon as you remember the secret, and then you can do this. So it's a... It's one of those little things that you just put in your pocket and you carry with you, and it's like, you know, they fit to any page. Try and send me these. You'll notice one. Give me a poker face. Read them all out, and instantly you can tell them which one is highlighted green, which is the one on the page. And there's a lot of pages in this book. They can do multiple tests. They can do one. They can go to another page and do the same one. They can do all 3 on the same double page. And it's nice because it's written like a book that you get from the works. And in the front is like a results section where it says 0 matches, no mind reading ability, 1 match, probably just luck, 3 matches, extrasensory perception confirmed. So come and have a look. We've got a really good price on these on the Saturn stand, cheap and cheerful. Really cool little trick that you can pretty much blow minds with and have people tearing their hair out, because we've shown this to many magicians, Craig. And the method is so sinister and simple that it will have people tearing their hair out. We did it on Matthew Wright the other day. It'll have people tearing their hair out because they just will not get how we know which one is the one every single time. So that's the ESP book. That's the power of your mind. Come and have a look. That'll be on the Saturn Magic stand. Any questions?
No, I mean, I'm guessing it's a different outcome every single time.
Yeah, different outcome every time. So as you can see on every page, something different is highlighted on every single page differently every time. There'll be a different card. There'll be a different picture. So different outcome every single time. Different card, different picture, different ESP symbol at the bottom. You can repeat it 10, 20 times on someone if you want. They can hand the book around. It's, yeah.
So I'm guessing you could bring that book out. You could have them think of an ESP symbol, do it with the ESP symbol, then with an object.
Absolutely.
And then finish off with a playing card, and then have an invisible deck in play from the beginning and say, by the way, I knew what you did right from the very beginning. And then you just go through the invisible deck and you show that the card that they thought of was the one that was reversed in the deck. Absolutely,
you can do that. The key is literally when they read the items out, you know instantly which one they're thinking of.
Nice.
So a little ESP book. Right, moving on. Now, this is a personal release of mine. So that's Dave Williams and Nathaniel Elsey. This is my release, Craig. The haunted voodoo doll is back.
Okay.
It's got a lot more twisted. Now, this was a big worldwide seller for Halloween last year. Murphy's took it. This is my version of the haunted voodoo doll. You remember the original Stickman and the
yeah.
It's exactly the same principle, but it's in a voodoo doll. So you take it, you put a curse on someone, you can make it rise in your hand. You can even make it stand on one leg. And basically, we've gone back to this and we've created so much. Let me show you what's new.
Okay.
So this is Voodoo. and this is Voodoo the Return. So now in the package, you don't just get the gimmicked haunted voodoo doll that lets you do the whole rising thing. You also receive a second voodoo doll, which is headless. And you get, in fact, let me show you, you get 5 interchangeable heads of dead famous people. So let me show you. So what this means is you've got a Michael Jackson head. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
And you can just take the body and you can put the Michael Jackson head on. So the premise of the routine is let's communicate with someone dead. Think of a dead famous person. I'll come on to that in a minute, how you get into that. Think of a dead famous person. We're going to try and communicate with them. You do the whole rising doll. And then at the end, you'll do a switch. And you'll switch it, and then in their hands or whatever, the head of the voodoo doll will change to the dead person they are thinking of. There's Michael Jackson. We've got Elvis Presley here. So you just literally slot the head on like that. We've got Marilyn Monroe. The details, as detailed as it possibly can be, while still looking zombified and haunted like dead. Marilyn Monroe's even got a mole on her face. We've even got Amy Winehouse. And then also, we thought about this. We thought, well, we're going to give them a normal head anyway, in case they just want to switch, make a doll disappear and reappear. So in the last one, we've actually put a playing card revelation. Can you see that King of Clubs?
Yes, yes.
So you could literally switch the doll at the end, and then you can have the switch doll reveal your spectator's card. And one more thing, this project, I'm calling it a project actually. So you get the original haunted voodoo doll, you get the second doll with 5 interchangeable heads. You also get, let me show you this. Before it came in a coffin box, we have now gimmicked the coffin box, which acts as a switch box. So what this means is you can have the doll at the beginning. You can show the doll, Craig. Oops, can you see that? You can take the doll out, right? And then just by turning it down and putting it back on the table, you can make the doll disappear, and then it reappears back inside the box at the end of the routine. So you can have it reappear in the box, disappear, or you could have it switch from a normal doll into a doll with a celebrity's head on it.
Wow.
You can think about the routines here. And this started by a negative review that Voodoo got on Penguin, actually. Someone wrote a negative review saying, oh, I love the gimmick. It's absolutely brilliant. This was when it released on its own last year. They love the gimmick. I think it's brilliant. But they complained that there was no new routines or handlings. And at first I thought, this is really harsh. So at the end of the day, it's what it is. It's a doll, it rises and it can. But that made me think, Craig, hold on a minute. This guy is right. I have not actually added anything new. And I came up with all these ideas. So the switch box, the dead celebrities, the whole communicating with the dead, the end revelation, it really has transformed this project now. Before you ask any questions, Craig, no. I'm also going to be selling these dead, this is a dead famous deck. This is a beautifully printed deck of dead famous people. I'll just have a look. You've got people from all walks of life. There might be a bundle. I haven't spoken to the Saturn team yet, but there might be a bundle on the stand where we sell the whole package, the cards with Voodoo the Return. But this deck on its own is beautiful. So if you just wanted to force Michael Jackson, you can. Or if you wanted to do Amy Winehouse, you can force Amy Winehouse. You can force Elvis, and you can force Marilyn Monroe. Or you can use these for any other sinister type of effects that you might already do.
How many cards do you have there?
Sorry?
How many cards do you have there?
It's 36. 36. There's 36 dead celebrities in here, yeah. 36 cards, and they come in this beautiful little tuck box. As I said, if you're doing Voodoo the Return, you can use whatever forcing methods you want to force your celebrities. But there's something really nice about saying, you know, to set the whole trick up by saying, I've got some dead celebrities here. I want you to think of one. And they think of one, you do the whole, we're going to communicate with the dead person, think of the dead person, blah, 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 blah. Play on that whole premise. And at the end, you'll do the switch, either using the box or sleight of hand. And in their hands, the head And this just absolutely kills Craig.
I can imagine it would do. I imagine this is something that would go really well at Halloween, obviously.
Yeah, so actually, I was actually considering, I don't know whether it will actually get a big launch after Blackpool. We're taking it to Blackpool. We're going to see how it does. It might get a big launch at Halloween worldwide. I don't know. That's something I've got to talk to Saturn and Murphy's about and stuff. But you are right, Craig. Is there a better Halloween trick than this? A new Halloween trick, that is.
Very good. Very, very good.
One thing I will say is we've got a lot of customers out there who already have the Haunted Voodoo doll. So they will not have to purchase the whole package. If they've already got the Haunted Voodoo doll, they'll be able to purchase an upgrade package, which is just the switch box, the headless doll with the 5 interchangeable heads. All they have to do is just paint the existing Voodoo doll. It's really simple. You take a bit of brown paint, rub them over both, and you've literally got a doll that matches. It's no issue. So they're going to save money if they want to buy the upgrade kit rather than the entire thing.
That's great. That's awesome.
Are you ready for me to move on?
Yes, I am. 100%.
Okay, now, Craig, I don't know how much you personally know about this, but at Blackpool, a few years, I've released a trick called the Willy. Have you heard of that? I know you've seen it. Based on
about it. I'm sure I saw it in the Ruskin. Yeah,
yes, sure you would have seen it in Ruskin. It's basically based. It's been an amazing release. It's based on Bob Farmer's The Little Hand, but it's actually Willy. Craig, so basically, can I show it on camera? I'm not sure. What do you think?
It's fine.
Sure. If you want to blur this out, you can. Okay, but I'm going to go for it. So these were the existing gimmicks that people have seen on the stand. Okay, so the idea we got them in black as well. So the idea was that it comes out of your jeans, steals a coin or whatever, goes back. Okay, yeah, I know. And Craig, the funny thing is, right, it really pisses the rest of the team off because we've got all the sellers on the Saturn stand like Kim and Harry, and every year this just kills that. They've got all these amazing, lovely tricks that magicians love, and this just kills them in terms of sales every year. This is what people come to the stand and buy. So Craig, it drives them crazy because they'll be there selling their amazing wallets and things like that. And then when we top them up at the end of the day, it's like, oh God, the Willy did it again. It's just so funny. But this year, Craig, there's 2 new Willys in the range. Okay, so let me show you this. So we have the existing Willy, which just appeared from your pants and could steal a coin. We've now got 2 more versions. We've got what you call the happy ending version, okay? Now, the happy ending version, Craig, as you can probably imagine, I'll just show you really quickly right here, okay? It's predominantly the same principle, right? But it's got an inbuilt squirter, so you can actually squirt people in the face. So I'm giving people a heads up here. When you come to the Saturn stand, be wary.
Oh my God.
Right, okay. It was only a matter of time before I did this, okay? Everyone's been asking for it for a while, so here it is, the Willy Happy Ending Edition. But this is my favorite version, okay? Finally, card to Willy, okay? So the one negative of the Willy is that it's kind of a gag, you know what I mean? It's funny, it's a bit of fun. And don't get me wrong, at gigs at the right time, right place, I've had the best reactions from any trick doing the Willy. You can imagine what people react like when that comes out of your pants at the end of the gig. But the one weakness of it is it wasn't really a magic trick. Well, I've changed that now. Introducing the Willy, card to Willy, okay? So basically... What this basically does, is we've now got pretty much the same principle, but these Willy's house playing cards. So you can basically force a card on a spectator, have them shuffle the deck, place the deck inside your pocket, and you can say, I'm going to try and find your card with no hands, and then you come out like this, and as it comes out, you actually like that, and your spectator can then take the card before it goes back in, just like that. If you can Mercury fold a playing card, Craig, then there's no reason why you cannot load a signed playing card into it. It sounds crazy, it sounds funny, but you're a gigger. You know what people are like in the real world. You know what audience is like. You're not far from Birmingham. It's so funny, Craig. Right time, right place. You have to be a little bit sensible. But as I said, it just looks so. Comes out. You go, I'm going to try and find your card. It comes out like that. They take it back in, zip up, and there you go. So I don't know. You can laugh all you want.
Congratulations, Mark. You're the first person in my entire life that's made me speechless. I'm
the first person to show you my Willy on Magic TV as well, aren't I?
Yes, you are. But I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
Craig, you laugh all you want, but people come to the stand. People come to the stand. They see it, they love it, and they're in the Ruskin on the night doing it on all their mates. Because you know that I'm the one that. Don't forget Revelation gum as well. Okay?
You have an unhealthy obsession with cocks, Mark.
No, that's what everyone says, but look behind me. Look at my releases on the wall. There's no cocks there, Craig. We've got an app, we've got a coin track, we've got a haunted voodoo doll. But it's just one of those things. It started off as a joke, and then Mark Traversoni looked at it and he was like, you know what, this could sell at Blackpool. And since then, it's been, there's nothing more to say about it. Come down to the Saturn stand and see it in person. And if you've got a use for it, then it's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of gigs I've been to where that would bring the house down, but it would be right time, right place. It's about knowing. It's about knowing the audience and knowing. You know what I'd say to anyone is, just be careful of the audience you perform it for, because you know, especially in this day and age, everyone can be offended. But you do that like military bases, somewhere like that. That would kill.
Parties.
Yeah, that would kill. There are places where that would be brilliant. I can see a market for it. Not only can I see a market for it, I'm not surprised it's a big seller, especially at Blackpool.
And as I said, it just even the chewing gum Willy, it just annoys the rest of the team because they're working really hard. And I'm just flashing these things, and people are just handing me money. So those are 3 Saturn Magic things. I want to talk about a couple of other things. Kieran Johnson he's already brought out his bubble project. It's been on pre-order for a long time. Kieran Johnson is going to be on the Saturn Magic stand, and all he is going to be doing is demoing his bubble project. He's become an absolute TikTok sensation for his bubble work, blowing bubbles, putting smoke in them. So anyone with an interest in that, or if you just want to come to the convention and just see something completely different, Kieran's going to be there doing his bubbles. He's going to be showing the tools that Saturn provide that let you blow bubbles like a god. Kieran is going to be there doing that. Lord Harry, who is also on the Saturn Magic stand. I'm not going to say too much about Harry because I know that you've penciled him in for a chat yourself, haven't you? In fact, it might have already gone out from now. But Harry's got a brilliant deck of cards, which is linked to the famous app, What 3 Words. He'll want to talk to that about that himself. We've got that. Also on the stand this year, Thomas Seeley, the creator of the Apex wallet. We've got another trick from him. I can't show you because they're being made at the moment, but this trick basically involves taking a deck of cards, taking your finger and punching your finger through a deck of cards. Ultra visual, really cool. That'll be on the stand as well from Tom. So that's called Finger Punch. That's something else to come and have a look at. And then last but not least, we've got, they're not new products because they came out before Christmas, but they're debuting at Blackpool. They've never been at Blackpool before. We've got Lookalike.
Well, you know that me and Rylan gave that a great review.
Oh, no, we really appreciated that review, Craig, because you saw it for exactly what it is. It's lovely. And it works amazingly well with the Apex wallet. Yes, I always do this where I change a spectator's card into the celebrity they're thinking of. So we've got Lookalike, which is going to be gemmed on the stand as well. And then we've got, last but not least, we've got the trick that you ripped off, Craig, Transaction. I can't believe it.
Don't start that shit, Mark, after the week that I've had.
Craig, I think honestly, I love EDC. I know you've shown me before, but I think it's absolutely amazing that we have
I said to somebody the other day, you could take transaction, you could take EDCs,
yeah,
put them together into one bunch of receipts in your wallet, and you could have a killer multi-phase routine where the methods are actually layered on top of each other, because the two complement each other in so many different ways.
Isn't it amazing though that they're essentially a very similar effect, but the methods are so different to achieve like almost the same thing. There's differences, but it's incredible. As I said, we've been selling EDC already. It's proven really, you knew it would be popular, Craig. We all knew it would be popular, and but that's our version transaction. So I'm sure we'll have both on the stand. That'll be on there with lookalike. So make sure you come by and see these if you haven't already, because they're new products and they'll be at Blackpool for the first time. I'm trying to think, Craig, is there anything else? So on top of that, we've got, I'm just trying to think that I haven't missed any of it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Craig, I might have to go in a minute. It's Mr. Blonde. Hey, I'll give you a call back in a little while, okay? Can't talk right now. Okay, bye, mate, bye. Oh, actually, that allows me to plug my app, Magical, Craig.
Let's go and plug the app, Magical. Go for it.
So that's the fake call app for magicians. A little bit of an update. An Android version is in progress. It's not ready for Blackpool, unfortunately, but the Android version is coming out later on this year. But I'm still going to be selling the iPhone version at Blackpool. Come and see Magical. It's my life's work, as well as all the other tricks that I've discussed today.
Are you going to be having some of the classic Saturn tricks on the stand as well?
Yes, we are. So we're going to have Isolated by Kieran. We're going to have Remaxed, Card in Ice. We're going to have all the classics on the stand. So if you've got a Saturn trick, go onto the Saturn Magic website, have a look at the Saturn categories page. We will have all our other sellers like Haribo. We'll have Indexed. There's too many to mention, but we'll be taking Back in Time deck.
Back in Time is one of my favorites. I love that.
I know. We'll be taking everything. So we can't wait. We can't wait to show you that stuff. We can't wait to show you.
And the most important question that people are wanting to know.
I'm not Mr. Blonde.
No, well, I know you're not. I know you're not. But no, the one question that everybody's wanting to know: are there going to be deals to be done?
Absolutely, 100%. We can't go to Blackpool and not do deals. It's expected now. Yeah, exactly. People know what price tricks are, and so we're going to have deals on everything. We're going to have deals on the Willys. We're going to have deals on the Voodoo dolls. I can promise you now that everything at Blackpool will have a discount on it. And we'll be throwing in some bundles as well. We've got a week to actually sit down and completely come up with a price list. But 100% everything will have an offer on it, without a doubt, to reward our Blackpool attendees.
And you're going to have you, and you're going to have Harry, and you're going to have Kieran
and
Mark, and who's the guy that came up with the wallet? Sorry.
Yeah, so Thomas Seeley won't be there. I don't think he minds me saying this, but his wife is expecting a baby on the day of the convention.
Oh wow.
So otherwise, Tom would be there. But Tom's, as I said, the guy who produced the wallet. He produced Showcase, El Diablo. He's not, believe it or not, he's not a performer. I don't think he'll hurt me in saying this, but he's actually an amazing cosmetic dentist. Wow. And he creates all things in dentistry. And he's using this creativity that he's got in his real job with a passion for magic. He's kind of using that problem-solving ability he's got with people's teeth and mouth to come up with all these amazing tricks. So Tom won't be there, but he trusts us with his tricks, and he trusts us to demo his tricks to the highest ability, and he doesn't mind us giving it the Saturn launch. But it's a shame, isn't it? Well, one day Tom will be there. I hate to imagine if he comes next year what he's going to have released by then, though.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Well, I cannot wait to see all of this stuff in the flesh. There's some amazing things there. And I know that Saturn's going to have a buzz around it. It always does. Every Blackpool. there's certain stands in the dealer hall that have a buzz around it, and Saturn is always one of those booths. You guys work hard. You work hard all year round to bring out some really good products, and then you work all year round, and then you work really hard at Blackpool to to make sure that everyone sees everything. So I know that you're going to be successful. You don't need me to wish you success. I know you're going to be successful. And anyone that's watching this, I want them to head on over to the Saturn stand and go and have a look at some of this stuff, because there's some incredible magic there, Mark. There really is. And I'm a big fan of a lot of the stuff that you've brought out in the past. So definitely people need to go and check out everything.
You'll certainly come to our stand and you'll certainly see some fun stuff.
Yeah.
We can promise you it's going to be fun magic galore.
Well, we got one guy blowing, we've got one guy finger banging, we've got you showing people your cock. I mean, man, it's going to be the most.
Yeah, that's just Mark Trapassoni, that is.
I didn't want to be the first to say it, so I'm glad you did. But now, seriously, thanks, Mark. Really appreciate it.
Great, thank you so much for letting me showcase Saturn's work today. We really love what you do on this channel. We're big fans. Thanks for this opportunity, and we look forward to seeing everyone watching at Blackpool come to the Saturn Magic stand, and we'll be gemming everything.
Absolutely. And for people who are watching this, if you're not going to Blackpool, I'm going to put a link down below in the description to Saturn. Go sign up to their mailing list, because they don't spam you, but they'll keep you up to date when any of this new stuff comes out. So if you're missing out at Blackpool and you can't make it there, you will be able to get it off the Saturn site. So just go down below, click on the link to Saturn, sign up for their mailing list, and you'll be able to get it directly from them instead of having to go all the way to Blackpool.
Thank you.
Mark, thanks very much. On behalf of iNFiNiTi, Saturn Magic, I'll be back tomorrow with another roundup of what's going on in the deal hall at Blackpool, but I'll see you then.